Yep, empty apartment. There it is, empty apartment. As clean as it can be. Clean as it can be. That's how we do. Clean as it can be. Clean all the way. Heading out, driving 8 hours to Maryland from Michigan. This is going to be fun. See you guys on the road.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the Akinlu Show and I am the Akinlu and this is my lovely wife, Hannah. Please say hi to the people.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So we recently moved and we thought we would share our experience moving from Michigan to Maryland. If you are considering moving across states, that's what this video is about, trying to share some of our experiences about how do you even start moving? What are some things you need to consider when you are deciding to make that move? So let's get right into the video. So what are the first things you do when you decide to move?
The first thing we did was we arranged a visit to where we are moving to. It was very important for us to get a feel for where we would like to move and just know what's in that area.
Yep. It's very important. Just put yourself in that space physically. Don't move to a place where you've never been to. Go there one weekend, drive around and decide if it's a move you really want to make. All right. The second thing is you want to decide whether you're buying or renting.
Yeah, and decide on the configuration of the house. Do you want an apartment, a single family home? Do you want a townhouse, the number of rooms? And all that would depend on the stage of your life and the size of your family. And also decide on the zip code you want to move into for various reasons, school, taxes, and the like.
All right, yes. If you're a student and you're going to be spending 2 years in Austin, Texas, it's probably not a good idea to buy a 4-bedroom house. If you are, so it depends on the stage of life you are in. You want to decide if you have a family of 5 children, for example, it's probably a bad idea to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. Well, 5 teenagers. If you are imagine you have a family of, you have 4 teenagers or 5 teenagers, and you rent a 2-bedroom apartment. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a lot of drama. Just saying.
Increased bonding time.
Bonding time. All right. So you just decide what you want to do based on the stage of life that you are in. All right. So what's the next thing you think about in your moving process?
Start searching for the house. So get a renter's. Are you going to get a renter's agent or are you going to search for yourself? We got a renter's agent and that was beneficial to us because it saved us time and we were able to leverage the expertise of the agent and at almost no cost to us.
That's right. You need an agent, especially if you're moving across states. It's useful to have an agent, someone that has an understanding and knowledge of the environment. So what our agent did for us was set up we had a 1-hour conversation about, okay, what are the types of houses we are looking for, what is important to us, closeness to the metro, closeness to our work. So we put that in the MLS, in this their database that has all the houses that are available to buy or rent. And so he customized a link for us with all of those requirements. And every day we would get a notification every time a house that fits our requirements pops up on the market. So that was really good for us, that every day we were looking at houses, we were looking at homes, and we're checking them out if they fit our requirements or not. So that's a big advantage for getting an agent to work with.
Yeah, and a good agent can also give you tips. There are certain things they're not permitted to say by law. For example, to tell you, they can't pass judgment on like the school district.
That's
or
right.
Things like that. But before you go see or start seeing houses, they can tell you certain things to look out for, so to make sure that you're making the right decision.
Yep, that's right. And then comes the next thing you should be thinking about now is the parking proper.
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
so you're almost settled on where you're going to. So now you start doing your research on how you want to make the move. For us, we started calling moving companies to figure out the rates and determine what our budgets were. And talking to them, they had different rates based on, the size of your wallet. So they had comprehensive, where you can just sit down and you have people do the packing, on unloading, offloading, and in both places. So you have the comprehensive one where you have people pack and unpack, and then you have the most economical one, which was them just providing you with the vehicle that you can put your stuff in, and then they would just transport that for you. Of course.
And then you have to unload when you get to the destination?
Yes, so they're just providing you the transportation, and they do that based on the size of the house, the weight of the things, the estimated weight, and all that. That's
economical, but that you're not getting a lot of service for that. Because you're packing, you're loading the truck, and then you get there, you will still go and offload yourself.
You have to find a way to offload.
Yeah, I mean, if you have family and you have community around, and depends on how much stuff you have too. We didn't have a lot of stuff, so it was easier for us to go with a service where we pack our stuff ourselves, and then we got folks from uall.com, moving help, to help us load the truck and then offload or unload the truck when we got to the destination.
And if you do have family, you can organize like a moving party. People do that, where you provide just
pizza,
some type of food and entertainment. That's also a cost-effective way of moving.
Yeah, that's totally right.
Yeah, and like we went to sites like U-Haul, right, to get moving help, people who would load and unload, and they were on both sides. It was decent. We didn't have any complaints. They didn't break any of our stuff. They were on time. So if you're in need of like moving help, that's something you can also check out.
Yeah, I mean, and we should also say that we actually did not know that service existed.
Yeah.
It was actually, we were kind of disappointed with someone who were hoping would help us with loading our truck, and so that was what actually directed our attention to look elsewhere and see what we could get. And for the price, less than $200, you get 2 men to come and help you load your stuff
for like 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
And if you need more time, you can just
pay them.
prorate it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, less than 200, even $150, you get 2 men for 2 hours to load your truck. So I thought that was pretty decent. All right, now, so you have decided if you're buying or renting, you've gone to the neighborhood, you've felt the neighborhood out, you've decided, okay, this is the nice county you want to be in, you've gotten a renter's agent, you've gotten a buyer's agent, and you are in all that process, and you then found a house. So congratulations, you found a house and you're buying or renting. So what next do we do now?
You do all the administrative process, and then it's time to get information on the utilities, gas, electricity,
water.
You need to set a date to shut off the utilities where you're moving from, and turn them on where you're moving to. If you're moving to a new house, you need to call them to fix everything for you. Yeah, just get that logistics settled. It might take a few days. Also, change of address, forwarding address. That's something.
That's right.
You also need to do to ensure that you get your mail and your mail is not missing. We called to shut it off the day after we in our old address, the day after we moved out, and on the day we moved into our new address. So it was a seamless process. And you can also find out that depending on where you're moving, if you have like the same companies, it might be a smooth move.
A service transfer.
Yeah, it can just be like a service transfer. Yeah, and the other thing we had to do was figure out how we were going to move our car.
That's right.
So, where we're going to
if you have a car,
down.
you have 2 cars.
Yeah.
Decide how you're going to move your car. So there are services that would tow. Are they towing services? I don't think they're called towing services.
I mean, they tow your car, and they tow your car.
They put your car
states.
on the truck.
Yeah, so they're towing it. They have to tow the car.
Right.
It's like with everything, it's good to get it early so you can get a better rates.
That's right.
That was an actual experience for us because when you call these companies, they're actually brokers. They're not the courier themselves. So sometimes, depending on who you call, they might not get an actual driver to get to come to your car until maybe the day before. That's when they will give you like an affirmative answer. So that can be. It was somewhat of a process for us, but we were able to still get a reasonable rate, and the car came the next day for us, so that was good. Or the other alternative is you drive.
Yep.
You can decide to drive.
It's not too far. If it's just the state across, you drive. But for our purposes, it was an 8-hour drive, so we didn't want to put all that mileage on our vehicle. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has been useful for you if you're planning a move with your family or by yourself. And so thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
If we missed anything or you think something is useful that folks should know, you can please leave it in the comment down below.
Yeah, if you've moved recently, what worked for you and what didn't?
Yep.
Any tips will be helpful.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.